Hello, and welcome to Talent TV. My name is Amir, and I'll be your host today. So, on Talent TV, every week we bring a new guest who has a talent, and we ask them some questions about their talent, and then we have them perform it, and then we take some phone calls from the viewers. Okay, so, first of all, let's get started by giving the websites out. You can go to talentv.co.cc. That's our website. You can also join us and follow us on facebook.com/talentv, myspace.com/talentv, twitter.com/talentv. And if you missed any of our old episodes, episode 1 and 2, you can watch them at youtube.com/TucsonTalent. So, let's get started. Today our guest is Travis Deyoe.
Hi, my name is Travis Deyoe. I'm from Tucson, Arizona at Rincon High School. I am 17 years old and I juggle.
Okay, alright. So his talent is juggling, as he said. So first we're going to interview him. We have some questions for you, Travis. So, Travis, I was wondering, when did you start juggling?
I started juggling in 7th grade. Our science teacher at the time, if we were good for the whole week, on Friday, he would bring a big bag of tennis balls and he would teach the entire class how to juggle.
Cool.
And so that's when I learned how to juggle. It was one day I really want to learn, and I cranked it out in a couple hours.
Wow. So you learned how to juggle 3?
Yes.
Okay. So what made you continue on learning? Because I know you can juggle way more than 3.
Yes. After 7th grade, I just knew 3, didn't learn anything really. And then in freshman year, I was going through YouTube like every other freshman, and I found a couple videos of jugglers around the world, and they were doing just things that were past what I even thought was possible. 5, 7 balls, 5 clubs behind the back. It was absolutely amazing. So that's what drove me to juggle more and better.
And did somebody teach you, or did you just look at the videos and learn by yourself?
I just kind of looked at the videos. I went through a couple websites of tutorials. I asked my dad how to do it once, but I'm definitely a lot better than him now.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, so how many balls can you juggle?
I can juggle a maximum of 6 right now.
Wow. Okay, 6 balls. Is there anything else you can juggle besides balls?
There's a couple different official juggling utensils. There's clubs, rings, and balls. The clubs obviously look like bowling pins as everybody thinks, but they're not bowling pins. And then there's rings, which kind of look more like a donut, and you catch them differently, and they're actually really cool to watch from the side.
Cool. So how many clubs can you juggle, and how many rings can you juggle?
I can juggle a maximum of 4 on each of them, but the
Nice.
rings, that's only because I only have 4.
Okay. So if you had more, you would learn.
I would definitely learn more,
Okay.
but they're kind of expensive.
Yep. So who is your favorite juggler? Maybe he inspired you in some way. Who is it?
His name is Volvogalchenko. He's, I believe, 22 years old, and he's the 2nd best juggler in the world.
Wow. So, how come the best juggler in the world, how come he's not your favorite?
Well, his name is Thomas Dietz, and he's a little over 30, but his patterns of juggling and just the way he juggles is a little too confusing. There's not a lot of precision in his juggling. And also, whenever he juggles, he's kind of tilted to one side.
Oh, okay.
So, bad form, it just leads to an overall more of a confusion state, not more of a that's awesome state.
Okay. So you just like the way the 2nd best juggler in the world juggles. You just like
Yes.
his style.
He's been called a robot.
A robot. Okay. A juggling robot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can look him up on YouTube. I'm dead serious.
All right. So how has juggling helped you in your everyday life?
Oh, well, definitely catching things.
Okay.
Throwing a cup to somebody and catching it, or them throwing it to me and catching it. It's actually been proven in a couple studies that if you learn how to juggle, it increases gray matter in the brain.
Wow.
Which means you can understand things better, hand-eye coordination, just things like that. And it just kind of overall helps put more motivation into whatever you're doing, because well, if I went from juggling 2 balls to juggling 5 in a matter of months,
Right.
imagine what else you could do
Exactly.
if you put your mind to it.
Nice. So does music help you juggle in any way? Does it make you juggle faster or better?
Some songs are kind of good for juggling, like you won't believe it, but Hakuna Matata from The Lion King. I don't know why, it just is.
Okay.
There's a lot of kind of techno upbeat songs are very good for juggling because the way you juggle, the speed at which you do it, is about the same as the beat, and so it's really easy to get into the same rhythm as the beat. But other songs like slow music or really fast music will really break down your pattern and make you try to do something really crazy when the song
Right.
gets different, and then you just fail.
Yep, yep. Okay. So, do you prefer performing with music or without?
Every time I've performed anywhere, I've used music
Right.
because it just adds a little more sensation to the audience because they're not only seeing you juggle, they're also hearing the
Right.
beat with your juggling, and it just scores better with the audience. But whenever I practice, I usually do not use music.
So, so you have performed live for people.
I have.
Have you done any parties?
I have not done any parties. I've juggled at parties because I was just there and decided to juggle.
Okay.
I was in the freshman year and sophomore year Rincon High School talent show. I ranked third in freshman year, and I didn't rank at all in sophomore year, but that's because I was up against an amazing guitarist and a bagpipist.
Okay. All right. Well, so since you perform on stage, I know your name is Travis, but do you have a stage name, a juggling name?
Obviously, from my shirt, Freak Juggler.
Okay,
And
Freak Juggler.
I used to use it a lot because I really thought that I would go somewhere with juggling. Right now, it's just kind of more of a hobby.
Okay.
But back then, I was like, okay, I'm going to make a cool name. I'm going to make a slogan. And I actually made a couple business cards, but those did not work out.
Okay.
I now use them as dental floss, whatever.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about juggling?
Don't ask me how to juggle 7 or 3 chainsaws because I don't have enough money to buy them. I can juggle while eating an apple, and knives are as sharp as clipboards. At least the ones that are actually used for juggling.
Okay. All right. Well, Travis is going to go get ready to perform for us. Travis, you go do that. Okay. While he's getting ready, again, our websites are talentv.co.cc, facebook.com/talentv, myspace.com/talentv, twitter.com/talentv. And you can also check us out at YouTube, youtube.com/Tucson Talent. You can see the first episode, which was with David Newen. He played the guitar. You can see the second episode, which was with a rapping group named Young Breed. And you can also check out this episode later on. So, here we go.
Okay, so I'm going to start with 3 balls, show you the different types of patterns. This is called Cascade. This is what I first learned how to juggle with. And the second one is called Reverse Cascade, which is basically throwing them in the opposite way. So if you're watching a video that somebody's doing this and you watch it backwards, they look like a normal cascade. There's also Shower, which is what you would see in like cartoons, only it's a lot bigger in cartoons. There's a Half Shower, because it's half a shower, duh. And there's Columns, for obvious reasons, and this is cheating. You're not allowed to do this. That's not fair. My favorite, though, with 3 is called Mill's Mess. I guess somebody named Mill made it, and it looks like a mess. But you cross your arms, and you throw them, and it looks really cool. And you can sway a little.